My name is Sayo. I got involved in music business and entertainment from doing promotional events over 15 years ago. So that was my start to get into the actual aspect of entertainment. What attracted me to music is the fact that I always loved music and being around entertainment. It just came second nature. From doing events, from promoting, booking artists, booking DJs, and just being around the whole vibe is something that I felt connected to. My biggest challenge on my journey thus far is relative being consistent. That is something that I wouldn't say struggle with, but I find to be a challenge to be consistent and really have those tracks that really move the people, the DJs, the audience, just to keep them engaged. That has been one of my biggest challenges. Some of my biggest influences with the music locally, I go back from Super Blue. You know, as a youth man growing up, you see what he did for Skinner Park, shaking the entire place. I was always mesmerized with that, especially what he used to do every time he touched the place. Then we had the likes of Bunji Garlin, Marshall Montano. They were big influence. You know, internationally, I have differences in different genres of music. I also like dancehall. So, you know, we had Bounty Killer, Beanie Man. Then we had Conscious Vibes, Sizzla Kalonji, Anthony B, Capleton, just to name a few. So yeah, I was all around. My biggest breakthrough here for me, I will say currently 2025-2026 Carnival season. Reason being, before the Soca even actually switched, I did 2 tracks, Bad Ways and Good Company. And Bad Ways are one of the tracks that most of the DJs held on to. So even before we got into the Carnival season, around November, December, the song was still bubbling. I dropped that song since in September, early October. You know, so that for me, that was one of my biggest successes thus far with the music. 10 years ago, I had a track called India that was very good as well. So that is still very prominent, but I would say 2025-2026 Carnival season, Bad Ways was my biggest success thus far. What differentiates Sayo, the artist, as a brand? I tend to keep my performances high energy, high vibrant, high engaging. I just try to push the envelope as much as possible, and I'm a fan of soca music. So I try to go there and really free up, you know, just be myself, just express how I feel when I get my 10 or 15 minutes on that stage. I just try to let it go. Fitness is a big part of my life. So this is like second nature. It's a lot of discipline. Watch what you eat, watch what you drink, how often I exercise. So being, as you say, sexy, that's just a part of taking care of myself. It's more of health and wellness. And in the Red Man industry, where we know we have some prominent names. Kes, Sitman Soca, we have Rome, the Parang King, or the Parang Prince, as a matter of fact, and then you have Sayo. I just bring a whole different vibe. I just bring myself. I would say music has always been full-time. I wouldn't say part-time because it's something that I love. You know, it's just a balancing act of life because, you know, you still have real life to deal with. You have bills, you have expenses, and then you also have this love, which music is a major expense. So I have to figure out ways to maximize and make things work. So I'll always say music is full-time to me, but I'm balancing it right now, you know, as best as possible. I would say social media has helped my career in terms of the platforms that we have available to us now. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, we also have Facebook, you have YouTube. You could put out as much content as possible to get yourself out. It shouldn't really be an issue. So I would say social media has actually helped me as an artist getting myself out, getting my content out, and reaching a wider audience, so to speak. What would be the ideal year for me as an artist going forward? I will say actually having a song that resonates with everybody. You know, that song that, you know, everywhere you go, everywhere you turn, it actually hits. For me, that might be one of my biggest things. Actually, to see Monday and Tuesday on all the trucks passing and that song just blasting, the bass is hitting you. That is one of my biggest dreams. I just wanted people to enjoy the music, and I want to be part of that festivity and atmosphere. Yes, so I do write, play instruments, very minimal on keyboard. I could get keys. In terms of writing, yes, we come up with melodies, and I would figure out how to phrase certain things and be part of that entire process. So yes, big part of writing as well too. One song within the last 5 years I wish I sang. But I wish I'd sing Kes song, boy. Skinny Fab, let's write a song for Kes. Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work, wine and jam. That song is one of my biggest songs. Big up Skinny and Kes on that one. I wish I sung that. One of my advice to artists trying to break through, trying to get through that barrier of getting heard, I believe surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Sometimes it's good to have people on your team to keep you honest. Every song that you do or every track that you do, you might believe is the best track, but somewhere along the lines, things need to change. And I will attest that to myself. My testimony is that this season, I did listen to about 5 persons that I tried something totally different. And for me, that worked out for me. So you need to have people in your corner that you're willing to listen to. They will give you advice. And not everything is a yes and just go with it. No, some things need to tweak. And you have to tweak it until you finally get it. So don't give up and just keep tweaking, keep pushing. Where would I like to see myself in 3 to 5 years? Where would I like to see myself next year? I want to have a song that could shake the place next year. I mean, that is why I want to get something as soon as possible. I'm just happy to be involved in the culture, to bring my part to the soca scene. And I want to have something to shake immediately. So next year, not 3 to 5 years, next year. One thing I would like to see in the industry to see artists break through, just, how could I put it, make it fair across the board. Platforms like this, give the younger artists a voice, give them a channel, give them some way to showcase what they could do. And sometimes, it's not just one and done, sometimes you might hear a song once, you didn't get a chance to actually vibe the song, so you can't really judge a person or artist on that one hearing you give them. Sometimes it's good to give them a little spin. So probably in a radio station, you have a segment, new artists, 2 hours, we just run some new artists for probably a week. Get them a hearing, get them a fair chance. Hi, I'm Sayo, and these are 10 crazy questions to get to know me better. Sayo, Simon Delf, grew up in Couva, very easygoing, very jovial, like to enjoy life, lover of fun. That is Sayo. One thing that surprised people about me, I'm not from the West, I'm from Couva. Grew up in Pelican Avenue, shout out the entire scheme, entire stretch boys, let me tell you. 15-year-old self, my advice to my 15-year-old self, go for whatever, just live. Just live, focus, don't rush to get older. Take your time and enjoy school. Trust me, some of your best times is that school times. Don't miss it out. How do I define success? Success for me is moving, trying to achieve your goals, step by step and moving one step closer. So you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a desire. Whatever you're doing, once it's taking you closer to that, I believe that is success. So success doesn't always have to be tangible, but you can see yourself making small, incremental changes daily. My first true love, boy. Secondary school, boy. Listening, boy. Sadia. Candace or Sadia, boy. I'll leave it as that. About free Candace. Yes. I mean, well, funny thing is, right? Yes, I got one already, and I feel my first big experience was in secondary school. Buy chocolates for this girl during Valentine's, and she gave me chocolate to somebody else. So I feel that was my first big one I get it. She gave me my chocolates. Break my heart. That's my tabanka. I had tabanka. That same girl from secondary school. I was 15 and I had tabanka. Chocolates was given away. Somebody else eating my chocolates. Worst tabanka symptom. You can't eat and you can't sleep or feel good. You cannot eat and you cannot sleep. Secret link that nobody knows, right? But if I say it now, they will know. I feel Patrice, right? Yeah, that's my secret link, Patrice. Patrice, you're amazing. You're an amazing woman, and let's keep doing your thing. I am your secret link here. Don't tell nobody nothing. One thing I like most about Trinidad and Tobago is the fact that we are so diverse as a people. We get to enjoy each other's culture. So that's a big thing for me, We get to enjoy Diwali, we get to enjoy Eid, we get to enjoy Carnival, Christmas. Everything for me is just the fact that we can enjoy together as a people, one nation. We are some bad fetting ways. We are some bad fetting ways. We bad ways. We bad ways. Insanity, watch madness in the place. Yeah, man. Them gyal have to rock out. Fleck to mash up when my money's spent. Bad ways. Gyal how you fling ways. Fling ways. Fling ways. And now how you throw ways. Throw ways. Throw ways. Because you have a cute face. So felt ways. Gyal how you right up under me. Right up under me, because you bring good company. So what you want? I give you anything you need, what you want? I give you thing to make you breathe, what you want? I give you anything you need. Right now, I want you bring it with speed.